Three real encounters. Three powerful predators. Three ordinary days that turned into nightmares. Welcome to Terrifying Encounter. Today, we'll uncover three true stories where a single moment changed everything. Let's begin. Our first case takes us to SeaWorld Orlando in 2010. Thousands of visitors gathered at SeaWorld Orlando for what looked like another ordinary afternoon show. No one in the stadium had any reason to believe this performance would be remembered around the world. For Dawn Brancho, it was just another day at work. After more than 15 years working with killer whales, she was one of SeaWorld's most experienced trainers. The show unfolded exactly as planned. The orca followed every signal, the audience applauded, and everything appeared completely routine. As the performance came to an end, Dawn walked to the edge of the pool for one final interaction. It was something she had done many times before. She leaned toward the water. For a brief moment, everything was calm. Then, everything changed. The orca suddenly grabbed Dawn by her ponytail and pulled her into the pool. The applause stopped, and confusion quickly spread through the stadium as fellow trainers rushed to help. Emergency procedures were activated immediately, and the stadium was evacuated while rescue teams responded. Despite every effort, Dawn Brancho did not survive. The tragedy changed how marine parks approached crooners and killer whales, and it remains one of the most well-known animal incidents ever recorded. Our second case takes us into the deep Pacific Ocean, where one experienced diver found himself surrounded by intelligent creatures. For years, Humboldt squid were known as fast, intelligent hunters. Growing up to 6 feet long, they often hunted together, surrounding their prey before striking. For experienced diver Scott Castle, encounters with these animals weren't unusual. He had spent years exploring the ocean and understood how unpredictable marine life could be. On this dive, everything appeared normal. The water was clear, visibility was good, and there was no sign that anything was wrong. Then, shapes began to appear out of the darkness. Within moments, Scott found himself surrounded by an entire group. They circled him from every direction, moving with coordination. Instead of panicking, he stayed calm. Every movement mattered, because a single mistake could trigger the animal's natural hunting instincts. For several tense moments, the squid remained close, watching every move he made. Then, just as suddenly as they had appeared, they disappeared back into the darkness. Scott made it safely to the surface. The encounter lasted only a short time, but it offered a rare look at one of the ocean's most intelligent predators. It also served as a reminder that beneath the surface, humans are only visitors. Our final case takes us to the Pacific Ocean during World War II, where hundreds of survivors found themselves drifting in open water. The USS Indianapolis had just completed one of the most important secret missions of World War II. With the delivery complete, the ship began its journey across the Pacific, unaware that danger was already closing in. Just after midnight, everything changed. 2 Japanese torpedoes slammed into the ship, causing massive explosions that sent the cruiser to the bottom of the ocean in only a matter of minutes. Nearly 900 sailors survived the sinking, but their fight was only beginning. With no rescue in sight, hundreds of exhausted men were left drifting across the open Pacific. Under the burning sun by day and the cold darkness of night, they struggled to stay together, conserve energy, and hold on to hope. Then, sharks began to appear. At first, only a few dark fins circled in the distance. As the hours passed, more arrived, turning the endless ocean into an even greater nightmare. Every splash, every cry for help reminded the survivors they were no longer alone. For nearly 5 days, they faced dehydration, exhaustion, exposure, and constant danger before rescue aircraft finally spotted them by chance. Only 316 sailors survived. The sinking of the USS Indianapolis became the deadliest shark-related maritime disaster in recorded history. More than 80 years later, it remains one of the most heartbreaking survival stories ever told, reminding us that sometimes the greatest danger begins only after the disaster itself. Wild animals are not monsters. They are wild.